Laugh. The joke's on you because you should have pulled the trigger, bitch. Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? So we have made it to the season finale of Empire. So yeah, no more Empire till the fall. I was getting my weekly fill of Empire. But now, what are we doing? We're just doing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta right now, and we're doing Basketball Wives. So, you know, that's on my main channel, and on this channel is where I'm doing the Basketball Wives. So definitely keep on watching. And Power's about to come back, so of course we're excited about that. I think that's in July, if I remember correctly. All right, so Eddy, he tells Lucious pretty much that he paved the way for him. He opened the door for him. And kind of like talking like he's pretty much ungrateful or whatever. It kind of sounded like the whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B situation that was going on not too long ago. Where Nicki was like, oh, you know, if that was me, I would have been so excited that somebody of my stature wanted to work with me, you know? And I was just like, girl, you ain't say that when Lil' Kim was saying those things about you. How funny how the tables have turned. But yeah. So yeah, Eddy, he is freaking smart. It's like right there we see that Lucious has met his match. He says that because Lucious got like furious, he was about to stab him off in his house, but then he was like, if you do anything to me or mine, he's like, just know that there's gonna be some crazy statements going out about all the things that you have done. And he pretty much wants him to kind of like surrender. Well, not surrender, but he's like, if you don't give up the company to me, then I'm pretty much going to snitch you out. That's just how it's going to go down. Because you don't care about all the things that I've done to make Empire to the part that it is today. I'm just like, dude, you only been there for like, I mean, in TV land, it seemed like a couple of weeks, but probably like a year or whatever. Like, they the ones that built it. Like, how you taking credit just because you was doing something similar? It's crazy. Anyways, so now Hakeem and Blake, they were back in the studio, you know, doing some hot music as usual. He was like, yo, they say they're coming for my spot, but where they at? I was like, oh, snap, go ahead, Hakeem. You know, he's spitting them bars like he usually be doing. It was really hot, though. Cookie, she tries to bribe Anika, but Anika wasn't trying to have it because she was like, you know, she had everything at one point and then she came around and took everything away from her. So she was like, no, I'm not compromising. I'm not giving up the spot. She was like, you don't have to be up on a dude in order to make it to the top. Like, we will make it so you can have your own and you'll be released from any ties to us. But she's just like, I'm good. Tori, she really doesn't want to get caught up in the fame anymore, and she goes back to bad habits, you know, the addiction that she was having before. She ends up in the hospital. Hakeem went to see her or whatever, and she's just like, she doesn't want the fame. She doesn't want all those things. And it's crazy because he pretty much, when he went back to the hospital another day to go see her, they were like that she had some type of seizure that you tend to have when you are a drug user, or a drug abuser, and they couldn't resuscitate her, so she's gone. And it's crazy because it's almost like he sacrificed his friend for his family, like literally sacrificed, because she said she didn't want the fame. She told him she even wasn't going to go on stage because she's like, she knows how this is. She knows how the spotlights, tabloids, everything's going to be after her, and she didn't want that life. She just kind of wanted to be anonymous, which is the name that they had, ironically enough. But he was just so concerned on making his family happy that he pressured them all into it, and now that's the end of her. So we ain't gonna see her in the next episode. So they was doing the whole bidding for Empire. You know, it was time for the Lions to bid, and the paper said 0. And Lucious was like, nah, something ain't right here. Like, that's not what's supposed to say. Cookie was like, she did that. She was like, they shouldn't have to bid for something that they built. And Lucious, he was like pissed off about it. He's like, you know, you didn't, when they got together privately, he was just like, you didn't talk to me about it. You didn't say anything. Like, we're supposed to be a team. Like, what's up with that? And she said she was pretty much trying to save him from going to jail. She spent a lot of her life away, and she didn't want him to have the same fate, you know, spending the rest of his life in jail either. now that they finally back together and got their family good. So now, after that, Lucious talks about he wants to, like, get back to, you know, kind of get things back on track. And he ends up proposing to her. And ironically enough, she's just got proposed to, like, a few weeks ago. On Mother's Day, her boyfriend, who's a football player, he proposed to her. So that's pretty cute. You know, she got proposed to in 2 different places. And they rush off to the Justice of the Peace and make it official. I'm like, did he ever divorce Anika? Didn't they actually get married? Because remember they said that if they had got married, she wouldn't have been able to testify against him. I thought they got married. Like, did they ever get a divorce? I don't even remember the divorce. But whatever. Anyways, so yeah, he's officially married to Cookie again. He got a nice little ring too. So yeah, that was cute. Anika, she's now getting her dream. She's becoming the CEO of the company. She was giving a speech, but she started like feeling a little funny and hallucinating. She started seeing Andre's ex-wife like asking her questions and haunting her while the press was actually really asking her questions. So she's like, what's going on? And I'm like, damn, she tripping. I'm like, it's gotta be something. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, homie did something to her. Yup, he put his medicine into her pills and handed her the drink. See, that's why you gotta be careful with your drinks and stuff like that. Like, I don't be trusting people. I mean, back in the days, I was real reckless. Thank God nothing bad happened. But especially now that I'm older and people is doing more crazy stuff than back when I first was going to the clubs back in the days. I mean, I don't really go to no clubs anyway. But you definitely gotta be careful. Because you know dudes be always, oh, can I get you a drink, ma? But you gotta go with them to the bar. You gotta make sure you're looking at that drink. You gotta make sure the bartender hands you that drink personally. You know? So, yeah, it's crazy, y'all. So, yeah, she just started tripping. And then she saw... I can't remember the damn girl name. It's like, it's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember her name. I'm seeing her face, but I can't remember the damn girl name. But anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. The white girl. So, she seen her coming up the stairs. And then she seen her, like, coming, like, trying to push her down the stairs. Just the same way she did to her. All of a sudden, you see Anika fly over the banister and fall, like, to the ground, blood gushing out everywhere. So I don't know if this is the end of her character on the show or what, but I'm like, yo, if she do live from this, like, she's probably gonna be paralyzed or something. Like, I don't see how she could be regular after a fall like that, you know? So now Tiana, she went to see Hakeem and she ended up telling him that she's pregnant. So, of course, you know, he's like a lover, so he's excited about that. He's ecstatic because he's like, you know, he just tried to propose to her. So, of course, he's happy. Like, yes, she's really stuck with me now. She ain't want me, but now she want me, I bet. So, he's like, you know, we're going to work this out. Like, I'm happy. So, there was a moment where I don't know if I think this was probably after the whole thing with Anika. He was going to pick up his child, she put the baby in the car. And they was outside the car. And Blake was walking with them. All of a sudden, you see this white man. I think it was Blake's father. With what is that called? Like a rifle. And Tiana saw it first. She was saying, oh my God, he's got a gun. And, you know, Hakeem's trying to, like, shield her. And the crazy thing is that the baby's in the car. So, I don't know what's going to happen. That's pretty much the cliffhanger. So, we don't know who. We saw him go ahead and shoot off the thing. So, we don't know if he shot Blake. If maybe the bullet ricocheted and hit Hakeem or Tiana or the baby. Hopefully, the baby's okay. But I don't know. It's crazy, y'all. So, we're going to see what happens in the fall. Alright, guys. So, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Later.